Festive season is in full swing and so is the consumer spending. Most likely this time, this festive season, consumers are likely to spend 3 lakh crore rupees. That is 50,000 crore more than the last festive season. This is according to the reports by CAIT. Now, obviously, this is a very auspicious period. And what are the sales that increases? We have consumer durables, auto sales, car sales. The bookings are at the highest right now as well. And a lot of delivery that happens during this auspicious period, especially during Dussehra as well. Now, we'll talk about the trends, what is happening as of now this festive season. We are joined by Rishabh Sheth from Group Shaman. Thank you so much, Rishabh, for joining in with us.
Thank you for having me.
You have dealership for Honda, Triumph as well as Volkswagen as well.
That's right.
So when you talk about the demand trends you have, how is it shaping up this festive season versus what we saw last year? How are the growth, how are the trends that are shaping up with the consumers right now?
So the festive season in India begins broadly in mid-August this year with the Onam festival in the south and until Diwali. So it's broadly a 3-month period that we are looking at across the country. For Onam in south, there was a 23% growth in sales. So we are also entering the festive season, our festive season, with great anticipation and enthusiasm. So far so good. September there was a 20% growth year on year for the industry, and we are hoping that this period will also be great for all of us. Luckily for us, the fears of a poor monsoon season were alleviated with a strong September monsoon, which registered a 94% rainfall versus expectation for the country. So I think that's also sort of addressed, and that's not a point to worry for us. So we are entering the festive season with great hope and anticipation, and we are all stocked up and ready. I think what's really helped are the supplies. This year the supplies have been very strong and great. We had those semiconductor chip issues in the past. So those have been overcome. Supplies have been very strong and stable, and so we have a good inventory to cater to the demands of our customers.
So supply issues have gone, good inventory is there, it's all festivity around. We're expecting good growth as well. Let's talk about near term, right? Dussehra. Everyone wants their car to be delivered during Dussehra. They book it before. How many deliveries are planned for during this Dussehra time? Is it like there's a sharp increase this time?
So yes, Dussehra is, I think, a much awaited festive period for everybody to buy their cars. So this Navratra season and Dussehra is normally the largest for all of us, especially in Mumbai also. So we are also approaching it with, like I said, with a lot of anticipation and eagerness. We have a lot of bookings, especially with the new Honda Elevate here. There are massive bookings. Of course, we won't be able to deliver all of them during this Dussehra because there is a waiting period. Having said that, I think the days of the 12-month, 15-month, 2-year waiting periods which we witnessed is at least not there. I think the supplies are healthy and good. So we are talking of a more reasonable and acceptable waiting period of maybe 3 to 6 months broadly. So we are hoping to deliver a fair amount of cars in Dussehra and with a lot of excitement all around.
How many is that fair amount of cars? If you could give me a roundabout.
So broadly for each of our brands it would be different, but somewhere say like for a Honda we would be in excess of 50 vehicles, and both Honda and Volkswagen Triumph with our bikes, of course the number would be well into the 3-digit number. So 150, 200 bikes there as well.
What is there on the day of Dussehra,
yes,
that is there and stored for delivery, and wait period also has reduced.
It has.
But let's just talk about pre-COVID levels. Was it similar to this trend, or are we seeing a higher trend now after COVID, given that everyone is spending a bit more in terms of the luxury side as well? So is that a trend that we are seeing coming in now?
So definitely, I think post-COVID, I think COVID taught all of us a lot of things, right? So it is one life that we are all living, and all of us are a lot more willing to spend money. So the automobile sales have grown pre-COVID levels. So we witnessed a strong 14% growth over pre-pandemic levels. So this recovery has been very robust. In fact, April to September this year not only grew 6% over last year, but it also was an all-time high record for sales as well. So it's all auguring well, I think, going forward.
Obviously above pre-COVID levels, so clearly above last year levels as well. And the luxury market versus mid-segment market, when you have your products, how do you see the sales happening? Is that luxury? Because we know that luxury across sectors are seeing a better performance
Sure.
versus mid. So is that, still a continuing trend, or maybe now mid segment is also doing well in autos?
So mid segment is also definitely doing well. What people want is, I think a lot of people, what we've seen is going for the top end vehicles. So they want feature rich vehicles, they want vehicles with all the safety also in it. So for example, in Volkswagen with the 5-star NCAP ratings, it's met with great response from the customers, because they want, ultimately people are buying safety, they are buying comfort, they are buying style, features. So people are definitely willing to spend, they are not holding back, and they want bang for their buck. I think, and at the end of the day, us Indians are value conscious, we are not so much so price conscious. So we don't mind spending money, but we want value at the end of the day.
As long as you're giving me the value for my money,
Absolutely.
I think that goes everywhere.
Absolutely. So luxury is definitely doing well, and like I said, people are not shying away from spending. They want to spend money and take in the luxuries of life, be it vehicles, be it travel. So I think from that perspective, luxury is definitely doing exceptionally well. But so is the mid segment. I think a lot of people who are first time buyers are jumping straight away into the mid-size segment, because they are wanting to have these home and for their families.
Trend, right? YOLO, you live only once,
Absolutely,
and everyone wants to spend it as well.
Absolutely.